Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our first ever virtual Spellebration. My name is William Rosas, and I'm the president of the board of directors for Literacy Outreach. This event is benefiting both Literacy Outreach and Colorado Mountain College Learning Labs. Spellebration is our biggest event of the year, and I just want to say thank you to everyone involved for putting this together, and everyone who supports Literacy Outreach, from our committee that put this together, our students, volunteers, our tutors, staff, and our sponsors as well. And of course, you guys, we couldn't do it without you. So I hope you guys have a great night of spelling, and hope we can make this the best Zoom meeting you've ever had.
My name is Tara Bear with Alpine Bank. We are the sponsor of the 2021 Literacy Outreach Spellebration. Good luck to all the spellers out there, and have a great night.
Thank you to those who made tonight's event possible, including Alpine Bank, Bank of Colorado, Purple Fence, Gould Construction, Post Independent, Two Rivers Productions, KMTS, Remax, and Independence Press. Spellebration sponsors are supporting Literacy Outreach and CMC Learning Labs. Good luck out there, spellers. Now let's begin.
Let me add my welcome. Particularly, I want to welcome our Facebook and YouTube audiences who are just now joining us. The spellers have all been logged on for a while, practicing and getting ready. They all passed the entrance exam, so I think we're ready to go. You can see by my costume that I'm a plague doctor from 1621. We doctors wore these masks because we thought the bubonic plague was spread by a miasma that rose from the bodies of the sick. Turns out we had the right method for slowing disease spread. It's just for the wrong disease. The plague was actually spread by fleas. So what we needed were tiny little flea collars for our rats. With that thought, let me introduce my co-host tonight. He's also a plague doctor from 2021.
Yeah, oh, yeah, boy. Let me tell you, it's been rough out there. It's been rough. And not the least of which, it's been rough if we can't even spell preferable and shuttle. Scuttle, I guess it was. Oh, it's been rough. Yeah, like just saying, if you bought 144 rolls of toilet paper for a 14-day pandemic, let me just say that you needed a doctor way before COVID. But we'll move on here. This has been painful for all of us, but the real ones, the real heroes were the ones, the doctors and the nurses and the emergency responders that have been out there on the front lines really running this thing. They're the ones that we need to say are heroes. So I guess after a year of obeying all these stupid rules in order to stay healthy, the first order of business at the Plague Spellebration is to read some rules.
Here are the rules. 1, the word list has been generated and ranked for difficulty by our word specialists. All the words tonight can be found in Webster's Third New International Dictionary, unabridged edition.
Teams tonight can have one or more members, and they may consult to determine the spelling. But let me tell you, it's a little bit tough to get that in the 30 or 40 seconds.
We told you about the dictionary, but tonight you're on your honor not to use a dictionary or any other spelling aid.
Only one team member will be the designated speller in each round. If another team member has to take over, make the switch between rounds, please.
Every team is going to participate in every round tonight. So all of you are in until the end. There's no elimination.
Each round will consist of 3 words, count them, with weighted difficulty. The first easier word will earn 1 point. Andy. Andy somehow is the main screen here.
Yeah.
A somewhat harder word will earn 2 points, and the hardest word in each round will earn 3 points if scored correctly.
The pronouncer will pronounce the word, give the definition, use it in a sentence, and pronounce it one more, and then you start. There's no questioning of the speller tonight.
Team members will have 45 seconds to consult and text and everything else you do and write their spelling, type their spelling in the spelling software.
And in 45 seconds, when time is called, whatever is typed in is your submission.
And we haven't done this before, but there will be 6 to 8 rounds depending on how much time we have, elapsed time.
We're estimating 5. Scores will be announced from time to time. And at the end, the winners are going to be determined by the total number of points they've earned.
And finally, as always, the decisions of the judges are final, and we're competing for the world's best trophy, as you can see. The Oscars have got nothing on us. Chopped liver they are. I think it's time to start spelling. What do you
It
think,
is.
Doc?
Let's give it to Don Parkinson.
Okay, here we go. This is round 1. The first word is separate. Separate is Middle English from Latin. It means to make a distinction between, or distinguish, or keep physically apart. Separate. He described the process used to separate cream from milk. Separate. Timer starts. Time. The spelling for separate is S-E-P-A-R-A-T-E. The next word worth 2 points. Holding up for the record keeping. Okay, we're ready. The next word is camaraderie. From French, camaraderie. A spirit of friendly good fellowship. There is great camaraderie among the teammates. Camaraderie. Time starts. Time. The spelling for camaraderie is C-A-M-A-R-A-D-E-R-I-E. Okay, we're ready for our 3-point word in round 1. This word is apocryphal. From late Latin, apocryphal, of doubtful authenticity, spurious. The George Washington cherry tree story is apocryphal. Apocryphal. Time starts. Time. The spelling for apocryphal is A-P-O-C-R-Y-P-H-A-L. And that turns it over for, at the break between round 1 and 2, to Bruce and Steve, the double doctors.
And round 1 is finished just like that. Evening's gonna go quickly. We're gonna take very short breaks between the rounds so that the judges and the scorekeepers have a time to catch up.
All right. And that means you'll be seeing us all evening. You know, you have nothing better to do because you've watched all of Netflix already. So in a pre-plague Spellebration, we'd be telling jokes at this time. There'd be cutting up in the evening. But it's really going to be hard, Doc, to tell jokes tonight.
And why, Doctor, is it hard to tell jokes now?
Because for a year, nobody's been walking into a bar.
Will I have to wait 2 weeks before I get the joke?
All right. Enough levity. It's no joke that literacy outreach and the CMC learning labs are in need of funding this year. Yeah, really. Our usual silent auction is online this year. And the link to Bidding Owl is on the Literacy Outreach Facebook page. I think they're calling in with a pledge right now. I'm not sure that's on the schedule.
That's right. Yeah. If you need to send one of your team members off to make a bid, you can do that, or you can wait because the bidding is going to be open until May 5th. So you'll have some time, and those of you who put in a bid will need to check back on the 5th to make sure you're still number 1 on the list. There's a lot of things to bid on. There's a massage with Elena Hanks, acupuncture from Infinite Wellness, Belchers for Glenwood Canyon Adventure Park, golf at Aspen Glen. Keep checking the auction. Find it on the Literacy Outreach Facebook page.
All right, we got an early score here. We need to close this out. We've got 6 points. Daft punctuation. Good job, guys. And then we got 4 points each for English rules, CMC rifle blockheads, and masked potatoes. Is that right? All right, that's all we got. Are we on round 2?
We're turning it back to Don Parkinson.
All right.
Just wanted to stick in a thank you to Wyatt, who's done the software for this and solved a lot of problems for us. So thanks, Wyatt. The round 2 1-point word is gibbet. From Middle English, an upright post, gibbet again. An upright post with a projecting arm for hanging the bodies of executed criminals. A gibbet was erected beneath the town hall clock as a warning to would-be criminals. Gibbet. Time starts. Time. The spelling for gibbet is Gibbet. The 2-point word for round 2, hemorrhage. Latin, hemorrhage. A copious discharge of blood, a rapid and uncontrollable loss or outflow. The patient suffered a cerebral hemorrhage. Hemorrhage. Start time. Time. The spelling for hemorrhage, Hemorrhage. I see some celebrations and some open mouths. The next word worth 3 points in round 2, leitmotif. From Greek, 19th century Greek. Leitmotif, a recurrent theme throughout a musical or a literary composition associated with a particular person, idea, or situation. A distinctive leitmotif in his score announced the fairy godmother's appearance. No, I'm not going to sing it. Leitmotif, 45 seconds starts. Time. The spelling for leitmotif, Leitmotif. That concludes round 2.
I so appreciate, enjoy, and really love my student as I've gotten to know her. She has opened my eyes to her world as a hardworking immigrant, and I know I have helped open her eyes to any number of things in addition to learning to read, write, and speak English. So life-changing for both of us in a really happy, loving, fun way. If you want to feel like you are being of real service and making a real difference in someone's life who really needs what you have to offer, and you don't have to spend money, you don't have to study or do anything special except develop a relationship with someone and spend some time with them each week. Literacy outreach is perfect because you can literally I believe, change the trajectory of someone's life by just being their friend and offering them a safe place to do a very difficult thing, which is learn a second language.
Are we on, Doc? I think we are. Hey, I'm sorry, I missed a couple of good scores there. I missed, they printed the damn thing in like micro font and I just had eye surgery. Oh, come on, you're killing me. Oh, there we go. A couple scores here. CMC Rifle, Post-Independent Spellcasters, both 10 points. And the TBD, Too Busy, Damn It, along with Daft Punctuation and Mashed Potatoes, all perfect scores so far. So we're good on that. Anybody else's car getting 3 weeks to the gallon like mine? Good grief. All right, we've got a special thank you to send again to Wyatt Israel. Wyatt's a longtime Spellebration participant, probably since he was about 10, and the son of Literacy Outreach Director Martha Fredendahl.
We struggled on our organizing committee trying to figure out how we could best use the technology that was available to us. We had some pretty low-tech solutions until Wyatt jumped in to help. He moved the writing and the scoring into the custom software that he developed just for us. You're using it tonight. It's working thanks to Wyatt.
The result. He's here, mashed potatoes.
Wave, Wyatt, please.
Good job, Wyatt.
Thanks, guys.
You wave. There he is.
There he is.
All right. He's here tonight. Let's see.
Steve,
Yeah,
how are you managing to keep from touching your face all the time?
it's pretty easy. Keep a glass of wine in each hand.
I think we're ready for round 3.
Oh, yeah, please.
Who's writing this material? All right. Yeah, I just wanted to say that for all of you who are trying to spell your answers with white out on the screen, it's because of Wyatt and Rachel, you don't have to. Round 3, the 1-point word, gunnel, from Middle English, the upper edge of a ship's or boat's side. Gunnel. The boat has a high gunnel, but a nice step helps you get over the side. Gunnel. 45 seconds. Time, the spelling for gunnel, G-U-N-W-A-L-E. Gunnel. Yeah, I know. Looks like it's cheating. The 2-point word for round 3. Paroxysm. From Middle English, from Latin, from Greek. Paroxysm. A fit, an attack, a convulsion, an outburst. Outburst. He went into a paroxysm of laughter at the child's antics. Paroxysm, 45. Time, paroxysm, Paroxysm. For the third word, we're 3 points. For round 3, appune. From Latin, from Middle English. No, from Middle English, from Latin. Appune. To call into question the truth or validity of something. The professor was prone to appugn the methods used in competing studies. Appugn. 45 seconds. Time. Appugn is spelled O-P-P-U-G-N. Appugn. That ends round 3.
And that begins the costume contest.
All right. Some sort of PowerPoint we're going to see. Uh-oh.
There we go. You got it.
Here we go.
Here are green eggs and Hamburglar, sponsored by Elegant Jewelry.
All right. We have their names. Are they on there?
Here are Papa Locks and the Three Bears, sponsored by Mama and Papa Locks. Here we go. Oh, okay.
CMC Rifle Blockheads, the CMC Rifle family.
And here's the return of the masked Obi-Wan Con spellers, sponsored by The Force.
Deb, Ruth, and Blair. All right. These guys have been long-term spellers.
Too busy, damn it.
Too busy. TBD. Jenny and Dan.
Great
What
costume.
is that?
Here's the Masked Marauders, sponsored by the Purple Fence.
Purple Fence. Tika and Jessica. Daft Punctuation. So far, perfect. CMC Spring Valley. Kevin, Virginia. What is that? Kirsten. Ah.
And the Dark Side Spellers.
Luke, I am your dictionary. Andy. Chris and somebody didn't, Chris and Linda, but I only see 2 of them.
Oh, is this a typing contest or a spelling contest?
Joanne Teeple, she has been a long-term speller. And Linda, if she's along.
Oh, here's the terrible tetrapod from US Bank with a very original costume.
Bridget, Natalie, Eric, and Patrick. Come and set a spell. Noelle, Kenan, and Amanda from Commonwealth Title. Go ahead.
Here's Egg's gonna spell it for ya. Sponsored by Jill and Gary Nouse.
Yeah. Jake, Brian, and David.
And here's Masked Potatoes, sponsored by Groupwise.
Wyatt Israel, you've heard about him.
Yeah.
Chris and Dominic. Alpine Bank, Money Masqueraders. Shelby, Jody, and John Stelsreed.
Then here are the highly literate post-independent spellcasters, sponsored by Post-Independent. One more. English Rules. They're sponsored by KMTS. Welcome aboard.
Christy, Aaron, and Laura. Last guys were Peter, Ray, Allie, and Daria. All right.
That gave everybody a chance to see the costumes. We will announce the winner at the end of the evening. That's right. Applaud
Yay.
all of you.
Applaud for the winners of the costumes. We got to update scores here. Oh boy, that Opune was. You spell that. But we got 15 points for the, again, Wyatt Masked Potatoes, 15 points. And 16 for the daft punctuation, 13 for the too busy, damn it. And 12 points for the CMC rifle blockheads. They're sort of in the lead so far. I think I got them all that were up there. All right. No, Tika and Wyatt are not on the same team.
And as far as we know, there is nothing built into the software to give either of the Israels any advantage, right, Wyatt? Yeah, nod your head. That's it for the break. We move on to round 4. Get ready to spell.
Okay, round 4. Here it comes. First word worth 1 point. Liaison. It's French. A person who helps organizations or groups to work. The administrators hired a liaison to communicate with employees. Liaison. 45 starts. Okay, time. The spelling for liaison is Liaison. The 2-point word for round 4. Cortege. French from Italian, cortege. A solemn procession, especially for a funeral. The cortege of mourners stretched for 3 city blocks. Cortege starts. Okay, that's your time. The spelling for cortege is C-O-R-T-E-G-E. The third word for 3 points in round 4, catafalque. French, catafalque. A framework supporting a coffin. The government displayed the former emperor's coffin on a catafalque. Catafalque, 45 start. Time and the, oops, turned the page too fast. The spelling for catafalque, C-A-T-A-F-A-L-Q-U-E. And that concludes round 4.
I love working in CMC's Learning Lab because it's such a vibrant place. It's full of students who are eager to work on their second chance. Our students work 40 hours a week and then come in at night and work on whatever skills it is that they need to work on. We have moms, young moms, we have old moms who come in, and after working with their kids all day, will come in at night and they'll work towards getting their GED or just improving their basic skills. It's such an inspirational place, and when I leave, I see many of my students out in the community working at City Market or working at a restaurant, and that just enriches my enjoyment for the place to see how they're benefiting from the things that they have gotten from the CMC Learning Labs.
Oh, check.
Oh my gosh.
Let's try that again.
Oh my God.
You know, I'm really mad at the health department and their rules
Why is that, Doc?
because remember way back they said a mask and gloves and 6-foot distancing was all you needed to go into a grocery store.
Yeah, I think so. It was a mask and gloves and the 6-foot distance. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
got me arrested.
Why is that?
Everybody else was wearing clothes.
So 6-foot distance was easy.
We'll be here all night, folks. We got a million of them.
Ooh, let me tell you. One of the auction items, improbably, is a flight for an hour and a half in a Cessna with yours truly, me, Doc. Dr. Dredd. In an hour and a half in a Cessna, you can go a lot of fun places. You can take 3 or 4 friends with you, and we can go over to the Black Canyon and over the Grand Mesa. You can go Aspen, Crested Butte, Marble. It's really fun. Go over to Dinosaur National Park, up to the confluence, over to the Colorado National Monument. So bid early, bid often, and if you bid enough, I'll even fly with both eyes. I've been doing this since I was 19, so it's better than it sounds.
Thanks, Steve. My personal connection to the auction is a lovely turquoise necklace donated by Elegant Jewelry, who is my wife, Eileen. Go to the
All right.
Facebook page, Literacy Outreach Facebook, click on the bidding owl link and bid.
All
Back
right.
to you, Don.
All right. Thank you, guys. I'm reassured about both eyes. For round 5, the 1-point word, entrepreneur. It's from French, entrepreneur. One who organizes, manages, and assumes the risks of a business or enterprise. The entrepreneur took a risk by opening a store during the COVID-19 pandemic. Entrepreneur. Start the time. Time. The spelling for entrepreneur is ENTREPRENEUR. Okay. Second word, 2-point word, round 5. Malefactor. Middle English from Latin. Malefactor. Someone who is guilty of a crime or an offense. A person whose behavior is wrong or evil. The victim was able to give police a clear description of the malefactor. Malefactor. Time. Time. Malefactor spelling MALEFACTOR. The third word were 3 points in round 5. Petrikor. It's from Greek, petrikor. A pleasant smell that frequently accompanies the first rain after a long period of dry weather. The petrikor emanating from the grassy field made us believe the drought had ended. Petrikor. 45 seconds starts. Okay, time. The spelling for petrikor. PETRICHOR. This has been fun. Thank you.
All right, we're back. You know, Doc, before all this, it used to be that you would cough to cover up a fart. And now with COVID, unbelievably, you fart like Rudy to cover up a cough.
We have a winner.
All right.
First is actually two. First winner is the costume contest. And
Drum roll, please. Drum roll.
that has been won by the Papa-Locks and the Three Bailers.
All right.
And I think we're gonna, there they are. They are Rebecca Baylor. Bayer. I'm sorry.
No.
The I looks like an L. We have a member of the family here to make sure I pronounce it
She's
right.
correcting you.
Anne Han Bayer, Bob Bayer, and Hannah Bayer. This team you might recognize from their faces at least is a previous winner in the costume contest.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
We've
All
got a
right.
dynasty going.
All right. All right. A little bit of news item here.
Oh, did you hear that the World Health Organization has announced that dogs can't contract COVID-19?
Yeah, it's about time.
So dogs that have been held in quarantine can be released.
Now, to be clear, who let the dogs out? Ooh, 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 ooh. I'll be here all week.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, we got a winner. We got a spelling winner. All right.
And
All right.
let's-
Uh-oh.
Get the trophy. Get the trophy.
All right, we get the trophy out. Where's the trophy?
Okay, I'll do the trophy. You figure out the winners.
All right.
Okay.
Here we
Here's
go.
what you're competing for.
Oscars have got nothing on us.
This is
Chopped
the-
liver.
Beautiful Spellebration
I do
Traveling
3, 2, 1?
Trophy.
Let's do 3, 2, 1.
The winner will get the team
Should I do
name
it in that order or the other way?
engraved on it and can keep it for a year. Congratulations, whoever that is.
All right, I think we build suspense.
I think so.
Martha, executive, should we start with 3, 2, 1?
Yes.
I think so. All right, in third place with the bronze medal, the CMC Rifle Blockheads with 24 points. Yay! Out of what, of a total of 30?
Yeah, I think
It
so.
was 6 per round times 5 rounds. So 24 points for the CMC Rifle Blockheads. Second place, silver medal if we had one, sorry. They were in the lead most of the time and they got eked out at the last. The mashed potatoes. All right, Wyatt et al. And in first place, running in first place most of the time, and they eked it out with 28 of 30 points. Daft punctuation. All right. Good job. Good job. All right.
Okay.
Well, as we said at the start, literacy outreach and the CMC learning labs need everyone's support. There are a lot of ways to help. Tonight, before you move away from your computer, please be sure to check out the silent auction link on the Literacy Outreach Facebook page. Bid up that flight. It's a lot of fun.
Another giving opportunities coming up May 14 and 15. Put it on your calendar. You can find great deals and support literacy outreach at their yard sale. Rather than give you instructions about how to get to it here live, we're going to post it on the Literacy Outreach Facebook page. So after you've checked out the auction, check out the instructions to get to the yard sale on the 14th and 15th.
Adjust that beard there. And of course, you don't have to buy something. Literacy Outreach can take direct donations. You can send a check or donate online at literacyoutreach.org.
And finally, you can donate some time. Literacy Outreach has a wait list of almost 100 students waiting to be matched with a tutor. That's a lot of need. We need tutors. We could also use volunteers to help send out mailings, even to serve on committees to put on events like this. Get in touch with Literacy Outreach. Write this down. You can reach them at 945-5282 or message them on their Facebook page.
Or literacyoutreach.org. 945-5282. Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Thank you all so much for being with us tonight. We really appreciate all your support at Literacy Outreach and Colorado Mountain Learning Labs. Hopefully we'll see you again next year, and hopefully it'll be in person this time. Thank you so much.
Literacy Outreach is a coming together in a safe place.
Literacy Outreach is a place where you can not only exchange languages but exchange cultures.
Literacy Outreach is a very important and vital mission to this community.
Literacy Outreach is a wonderful program. It gives me an opportunity to just contribute and receive.
The CMC Learning Labs are inspirational.
Literacy Outreach is life-changing in all the best ways for both the student and the tutor.
So to me, Literacy Outreach is the frontline resource for so many people who wish to or need to make their lives better.
We can't mask our gratitude for your participation in tonight's event. Thank you. Now seriously, we really couldn't do this without all our sponsors, our volunteers, spellers, and donors. To each and every one of you, we are extraordinarily grateful for all that you do for us. Thank you for participating today.
Woohoo!